Don't underestimate us.
Look, atop that crate. Documents. Let us discuss our discoveries, Mainlander. Let us chisel to the truth and review the documents we discovered here. Yes. More power cores for the soul flares. It seems they plan to test single-use devices at the sites indicated on the map we found. Then they will create flares that kill without stopping. But what is this about a prisoner at the end? And they dare seek to violate an ancient burial site of my people. To raise an army of undead. I must ponder. If we can determine which Zonmir they plan to plunder, we can be sure to find your missing mage there. I will return to your prince, talk to my egg sister. Perhaps she can direct us to the burial site they plan to pillage. And we must warn the Stone Nest villages of the coming danger. You go to these harvest sites and destroy the flares. Head to the harvest sites. I will have your prince sent help.
I didn't want to walk.
Your scales should mend in no time, Eggkin. An ally of the Stirk Fellowship. Perfect timing. These shaking scales could use... My anxious vines outgrow me. I am Manikai, a bright throat from Murkmire. I was sent by the Stirk Fellowship to make contact with this Stone Nest village Zorhist. I must commune with their Hist before the worm cult attacks in full. I do not know for sure, but the Hist screams for help. Higzish, the village's torchbearer, was injured on his way to light the signal pyres. Help me finish his task, so outlying villagers know to seek shelter before the cult arrives in force. The worm cult plans to strike while many Stone Nest are off fishing and gathering. Higzish told me there are 3 signal pyres, north, west, and south of the village. We must light them to warn of the impending attack. hope we are not too late.
Devious trickster! Where are you?
I'm right here. Or am I here?
Devious trickster! Where are you?
I'm right here, silly cat. Or am I here? Could it be here?
Even a few lives let us make our way to Solstice. The village elder will be glad to hear what we have accomplished. With the pyres lit, any stone nest outside the village wall.
Five Claw. Raz came as Jitra requested. You could use some help, yes? There, Five Claw. Raz loves it when villains leave correspondence lying out in the open. Soul flares that continuously kill? How will our forces get through such... There! Won't suggest that our core will be brittle. Pull it out and crush it.
Want to die?
Raz does not like these flares. Pull out its core and destroy it. We are done here, Five Claw. Head to the other side and do it again.
Void Mother's power surges. Do not falter now.
Deidre sent me to help to take out that soul flayer! Another one! Destroy it! Hey, grab those papers, why don't you? I'm worried about Darren. He's putting on a brave face, but I know he's hurting.
Jeetra, you can't just... Jeetra's on edge. I get it. Her people are being taken captive and slaughtered. She's not sure she can trust her sister, not to mention the Soul Flayers. She's a mess. Questioning her purpose, her role, feeling lost, worthless. Not you too. Everyone is so worried about poor, fragile, broken Darien. Jeetra, Scordo. All right. You want me to say it? Without my light, I am powerless. We're facing the worst. The golden armor was a gift from Meridia. I'm not her knight anymore. But before all that, I defended Camlorn as a Lion Guard. That's who I am right now. Who I've always been. I need to find that man again. For Gabriel. If he even still exists. Flattery. Yeah, that kind of works. And I am Darien Gautier, son of Camlorn, Knight of the Lion Guard. That was enough back in Glenumbra and Rivenspire. It'll have to be enough now. The armor. It helps me recall life before all the cosmic drama. Noticed some Lion Guard among the Stirk Fellowship. Traded them for it. But hey, thanks for that. Your words. They helped. And I'll be all right. Now go give your report to Prince Azah. I can see him looking impatiently in this direction.
If you're done talking Darien out of his dark mood, I'm eager to hear your report. Jitra explained about Varnus's note in the mine, but what happened at the Soul Flayer harvest sites? Scordo and Raz said you destroyed them, but not much else. A perimeter defense for more Naril? That implies Manamarco is using the old temple as a stronghold. We will need to figure out a way to disable or bypass these flares, or our whole enterprise is lost. Anything else? Then our way forward is clear. We must find this necropolis, stop them from raising the undead, and rescue Varnus. Business as usual. Yes, I suppose it is. But let us not ignore the successes we've had thus far, comrade. Discovering the existence and nature of the Soul Flayers, learning about more Naril, and now we have hope of rescuing Varnus. Well done. Comrade, thanks to the information you helped uncover, we now have... Regent Corinway pointed out a few such locations when we went over the maps of Eastern Solstice together. But there are too many to just guess and hope we get lucky. Show Jitra what you found. Maybe she can help us narrow down the choices. Oh, Jitra wanted to leave a long time ago, but I urged her to wait for your return. She isn't happy with me, but she still respects you. I think she'll help. And take the light of Meridia. You may need it to stop them from raising an Once Jitra points you at the most likely location to look for Varnus, I'll send Darien along to assist you. You could use the help, and I can't have him sitting around camp and moping. It's bad for everyone else's morale. We still need to figure out a defense against the Soul Flayer's death fields. Walks is studying the power core and notes you recovered. Until we know more, I don't dare move the advance force deeper into the island or call for the rest of the army. The last plane meld used multiple shackles, all controlled by the Great Shackle in Cold Harbor. I expect they either have more shackles currently at work, or even their own version of the Great Shackle. I suspect we have more to do to end this.
Now can I depart and resume my own business, Mainlander? Or does your prince plan to keep me a prisoner in this camp indefinitely? North, they seek to desecrate Zulhaj, the resting place of my ancestors. My village is near there. They could be in danger. I must return to my people at once. You offer help, but the only thing you care about is your missing mage. Forgive my outburst, Mainlander. That was unfair. You helped rescue my people, my egg-sister at Gristmung. Very well. Meet me at my village, and I'll take you to Zulhaj. I will mark my village's location on your map. It is along the northern coast. If the corpse stealers seek Zulhaj, my village is in danger. I must warn them. And Barjasa is there. She must be made aware of this transgression. Zulhaj. Hidden death in your tongue. It is an ancient Zonmir created as a necropolis for the Stone Nest people. Barjasa and I explored the upper levels as children, but it is treacherous to enter. Traps protect the resting dead, some of them. But the place has not been used in centuries, and I do not know what awaits us in the lower levels. The corpse stealers will face the same dangers, so that is something. Enough talk. My village is along the northern coast. I will meet you there.
I'll follow Jitra and meet you there. I'm here, friend. But something's wrong. The village. Since we're still standing in a dead cultist. Is that a note by the body? Jeetra's not among the bodies. We need to find her.
Bajasa. The stone weeps blood. My village. My egg sister. All dead. At least I got that corpse-stealing Zuth before he skulked off. This was the work of a soul flayer, was it not? Yes. I saw the corpse stealer writing this before I ran my blade through his back. My village was no threat to them. They killed all these people just to perform another test. Or does sending souls to this Wraithforge serve some ultimate purpose? No. But like everything that belongs to the corpse stealers, the name does not sound good. My heart weeps for my village, but my soul screams for vengeance. Thank you, Mainlander. Yes, I will lend my blade to your battle. I just need to prepare my people for the merging with the stone. It is my duty as a death dancer. Zulhaj is east of here. The Void will have its fill of corpse stealers this day. Zulhaj is ancient and in a dangerous state of disrepair. Plus, traps riddle the Zanmir to deter looters. We must stay together once inside, so I can try to navigate us safely to the deep tombs. Some believe Zulhaj was the first Zanmir built by our ancestors when they arrived on Solstice. At some point, it became a necropolis, a place to inter our dead. The deep tombs contain the remains of the most ancient of my people. There are more dead interred in the deep tombs than people living on the island. But I have never heard of a necromancer powerful enough to raise more than a few corpses at a time. Even with a host of corpse stealers, the task would be daunting. Agreed. Go. I will meet you there as...
We need to stop the worms from raising an army, sure, but we also need to save Vanis. We're going too far. Let's turn back.
This is Zulhaj, mainlanders.
Definitely.
A ward. That must be the corpse stealer's doing. Do not touch anything, Knight. Even the most innocuous carving could hide a trap.
Come on, Tetra. Give me a little credit. I'm just looking. Something's off about this door. I'm trying to figure out what.
We must go through that door to reach the deep tombs. But the corpse stealers have placed a ward upon it. Without anything to counter the magic, we cannot go that way. I believe I can take us by an alternate path. But some of the halls we must pass through may be flooded. We will need to swim. One other thing. If the worm cult has reached the deep tombs, then Zulhaj's guardians will be active. The dead rise to protect the necropolis. Not in the numbers the corpse stealers seek, but enough to cause us trouble. If you must strike them down, do so with reverence. They are my ancestors. Another deterrent. Many of the deeper chambers can be flooded and cleared using complex irrigation systems built long ago. My ancestors were brilliant, mainlander. Let us proceed through the door to the east. Wait! What is the knight doing?
Darian! Help me!
Gabrielle?
The knight fell through a trap door.
Gabrielle's down here. I have to help her.
Darian, this way!
Do not listen. The spirits seek to deceive you.
I need to help her. Don't wait for me.
The knight's stupidity will get us all killed. This way. Corpse reanimating our venerated dead. How dare they? Careful, mainlander. Discerning disturbed spirits from those there, across the way. The spirit points toward the night.
Something has disturbed our slumber, awakened spirits and aroused warriors to defend the Zanmir. Was it you? Or the Eggkin beside you? Perhaps the disillusioned knight who chases shadows? No, you are not looters. Yet you stir the dreaming stone. Yes, I see. It happens again.
The corpse stealers use iron roots and cursed magic to bind this realm to Cold Harbor. We stopped such an attempt long, long ago. Let me help you end this threat in the here and now. This empty cistern once carried waters that filled these halls and protected the internment sites. But dry-skinned hands have drained the pools dry, for they seek the bones of our kin. Stir the waters, raise the pools, and the path will reveal itself. The nearby door leads to the sacred wellsprings. Restore their flow to swim to your goal. But know that malign spirits lurk here. They will tempt you. Do not let their shadows overtake you. And the corpse stealers, they have begun their ritual. Go.
The spirit's wisdom gives us renewed purpose. Through the door to the east, Mainlander.
You failed in your duties, failed to protect your village, failed me. My soul now fuels the Wraith Forge.
Sister, the pain lingers, even after death. This is your doing.
Enough! Your lies are nothing but sand in the wind. These shadows seek to distract us.
You
Ignore
failed
them
as a death
and keep
dancer,
going.
sister. You could not save me, and you cannot save our people.
Be gone, spirit! You think to just... I see the problem. The corpse stealers moved the sacred wellspring stones. In ancient days, my ancestors would empty the cistern in order to inter the dead. Then they flooded the chambers to protect the deep tombs. The corpse stealers cut off the flow of water and drained the Zanmir to open the main path. All the water flowing through this temple is directed through hand-carved tunnels. My ancestors were master architects. These sliding stones act as keys to open and close the water gates. Indeed. That is the land of the Khajiit, yes? I was unaware they were so skilled in construction. Let us move the blocks to beneath the watchful eyes of the Stone Guardians. That should resume the flow of water and flood the... all the... We need to move the stones into position to resume the flow of water. One sacred stone returned to its proper place. One more to go. The water flows freely again. Let us return to the cistern chamber and continue toward the deep tombs. water rises, but not yet high enough to reach your foolish friend. We must swim to the next wellspring. We could not reach that door before. Let us see where it leads. More corpse stealers. We must get past them to maneuver the sacred stones into their proper positions. Corpse stealers. We need to clear a path. Here to activate this pressure plate.
The cult of the Black Worm thrives among the dead.
move the second stone into position. The valves and conduits for the wellspring are behind these carved heads. Enough. We should see if we can reach Darien now. The chambers are submerged once more. We can swim across to find your friend.
I'm sorry, Gabrielle. You should never have sacrificed yourself on account of me. Trade places with me, Gabrielle. I don't belong.
Listen, there. What is that spirit doing to the night? Quickly, we must help him.
It's mine to consume.
Gabrielle? Wait. I wanted to tell Gabrielle that I'm sorry. She gave everything to return me to life, and... damn it! I thought I could go back to being normal. But when I heard her voice, I was overwhelmed by despair. I know. I see that now. But when I heard her voice, my heart just... broke. I suddenly remembered how much I missed her. How she sacrificed herself for me. How I failed her. Yeah, I hear you. But without Meridia's powers, I feel empty. I don't know how to fill that space. I'm just an ordinary person again. Is that enough for what comes next? I hear you. No giving up. It's a struggle, but I'm a fighter. I can win this battle. It isn't often we get a second chance. I just wish it hadn't cost me a dear friend. All right. I'll help you find Vanus and stop Manamarco. For Gabrielle. I'm good. Let's go find Vanus. He's counting on us.
Quickly now. We must find your mage before the corpse stealers complete their ritual.
Flooding the chambers again will protect our remains. Now you must reach the central funerary chamber and drive the corpse stealers from this place. Hurry. The ritual nears completion, and flooded or no, once done, they will command our license.
Manamarco shall lead us to dominate the world.
Go on ahead.
Just
I
like
will
old
strike from
times,
the
my
shadows to help him.
A worthless mage to help me raise an army and power my shackles. The awakening is nearly complete. I shall have my undead army Destroy the
overrun.
interlopers!
Manamarco has Vanas trapped in another shackle. We need to free him.
I will release your mage. Mage is free. Finish this.
Defeat the minions! I'll deal with Manamarco!
You're no match for me, old man.
Quickly! Use the light of Meridian to destroy the shackle! I am done with this place. Let us speak outside.
Zulhar and its ancient dead are safe now. Thank you.
We did good work here. And I almost felt useful.
And you mostly were.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Mortal, one last word before you depart. Thank you, warrior. You stopped the desecration of our remains and saved us from enslavement to the corpse stealers. The stone will not forget this service. It has been so long since I had the opportunity to use the courtesies of life. I am Ukaraza, the architect of Zulhar. We built this Zanmir as a necropolis for our people. But I must deliver one last warning before I return to rest. Morn-Naril, the final dark, has a new master. One who seeks to pull the Wraithforge from Cold Harbor and restore it in the Daedric Temple. You cannot defeat your foe while he commands the Wraithforge. You are not the first to face the forces of death and oblivion on this isolated island. If this new master gains full control of the Wraithforge, you will never defeat him. Now, go. Your allies have a new camp near Morn-Naril. They await you there.
Morn-Naril. The worms never tired of talking about the place while I was their guest. The spirit's warning coincides with what I pieced together through the things I overheard during my captivity, and what the helpful worm cult defector shared with me. Pray tell, did Bar Jasa deliver my notes to Gabrielle? What? Gabrielle? What happened? I assume it has something to do with the return of Meridia's Knight. And Bar Jasa, too. I was taken by surprise when I learned Manamarco had returned, but now I owe him for these deaths, and so many others. That explains why Manamarco's full resurrection failed, and he had to possess his servant's body. A shame about Gabrielle. She had such promise. And Bar Jasa, too. She was looking forward to reconciling with her egg sister. It's some sort of Daedric crucible created by Molag Bal to collect and utilize soul energy. It was originally part of Morn-Naril here in Solstice, but Bal withdrew with it back to Cold Harbor when the Argonians defeated him long ago. Manamarco is using the Soul Reapers and Flayers to fill it, and the Plane Meld is the mechanism employed to draw it back from Cold Harbor. I assume the allies the spirit mentioned include Prince Azar? I hope he brought an army. Let's go to the camp.
The spirit mentioned a camp near Mor Naril. I assumed they would use the clearing to the southeast.
You hit Sharadak? Are you in league with this vile criminal?
Secure the barricades. And someone get the Great Mage something to... Ah, comrade. Vonnis was just telling us the details of his long ordeal. And I am sorry to hear about Jitra's village. And her sister. One more atrocity the worm cult must be made to pay for. But I want to hear your report. What happened at Zul-Hajj? Stopping the worms from raising an army, breaking a shackle, and rescuing Vonnis? Once again, you achieve wonders where others see only impossibilities. Take a moment. Then I would hear some more about our next objective, Mor Naril, and this Wraith Forge. While you were rescuing Vonnis, I marched our advance force east. Walks and Ash was able to ascertain that no soul flayers were lying in wait, so we moved carefully and made camp here, in the shadow of Mor Naril. I fear this may be as far as we go. Our scouts mapped a path through the outer temple, but the worm cult blocked every approach to the inner precincts with soul flayers. If we storm Mor Naril, we'll fall as soon as we enter the death fields. And the Wraith Forge will claim our souls. We must find a counter to the soul flayers. A way around them, a defense, anything. Walks hasn't figured out how to foil the death magic, so she sent Razumdar to study the situation. Join him in the outer temple. See if a solution presents itself. Walks and Ash sent Razumdar into the outer temple to the south. I'll call for the rest of our forces. Then we'll hold our position until you and he find a way to bypass or overcome Mor Naril's defenses. Be swift, my friend. We must stop Mannimarco.
Archmagister Vonnis. After Gabrielle, I believe this belongs to you.
My staff. Thank you for looking after it, Walks and Ash. And I miss Gabrielle too. I have barely begun to acclimate myself with the Fellowship and adjust to the fact that Gabrielle is gone. And Mannimarco has returned. But the problems of the Soul Flayers and the Wraith Forge loom, like an executioner's blade above our necks.